Come on in and close the door. Leave the noise of the world outside. This is your space, this is your time. Everything you need is right here inside. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to hold it all together. Just breathe and let yourself arrive. We're gonna take this slow, nice and easy. Welcome to the Found Room. This is your space. If you've been walking around forgetting words mid-sentence, losing your train of thought before it even leaves the station, wondering if something is wrong with you, you are in the right place. This is Perimenopause, brain fog affirmations, R&B Neo Soul for black women over 40. Stay with me. We're gonna move through this together. You are still here. Your mind is still yours. Nothing has been taken. You are whole at your core. Come rest in this music. Let it find every part. Welcome home, sis. You are still whole. You are still smart. Before we begin, I want you to do one thing. If this music is speaking to you, hit subscribe and ring that bell. Share this with a sister who needs it, like this video, so more women can find their way here. Now settle in. We have 12 songs waiting for you, and every single one was made with you in mind. You might have walked in feeling scattered, feeling like your mind has gone somewhere else, but you showed up and that means something. You knew you needed to come find yourself. So we're gonna sit in this music, let it wrap around every worried thought. Let your shoulders drop and your breath slow down. You are exactly where you are. You are still here. Your mind is still yours. Nothing has been taken. You are whole at your core. Come rest in this music. Let it find every part. Welcome home, sis. You are still whole. You are still smart. I walked into the room and forgot why I came. I lost the word right in the middle of my sentence. I stood there searching through the fog inside my brain, wondering if I'd ever find my way back from the distance. But I've been here before in different kinds of storms, and I always found my footing on the other side. This is just a season, not a life sentence. My mind is still in here. She didn't run and hide. I want you to hear this. What you are experiencing is not a breakdown. It is not early dementia. It is not a sign that you are losing your edge. It is perimenopause, and it is temporary. Your mind has not left you. She is resting. She is adjusting. She is still yours. My mind is still mine. She's just moving a little slow. My mind is still mine. There are things she still knows. I am not broken. I am not lost in this fog. My mind is still mine. She never left. She never gone. Say it with me. My mind is still mine. I trust my intelligence. I trust my wisdom. I trust what I know. The fog is not permanent. I am still sharp. I am still capable. I am still here. I've raised children and built things from nothing. I've navigated rooms that were never made for me. I've held families together with these two hands. Nobody can take what my mind has learned to be. So when the fog rolls in and the words don't come, I breathe and I remind myself of what is true. I have survived harder things than a scattered moment. My mind is resilient and she is pulling through. Every woman who came before me moved through seasons just like this. They kept going, kept showing up, kept loving, kept building, didn't quit. And I carry all of that inside me. That wisdom lives in my blood and bone. My mind may feel like she's wandering, but she always finds her way back home. You are not disappearing. You are not fading. You are not less than what you have always been. Your mind is still yours. She is still sharp. She is still wise. She is still powerful. And she is still here. I caught myself standing in the kitchen, trying to remember what I came in here to do. I sat down in the middle of a sentence, and the rest of the words just disappeared from view. And for a moment I felt something close to fear, like the woman I have always been was slipping away. But then I took a breath and felt myself still standing, still rooted, still present, still here to stay. I need you to hear this clearly. You are not losing yourself. The woman you have always been is still inside you. Her wisdom is still there, her strength is still there, her voice is still there. Perimenopause is a transition, not an erasure. You are not disappearing, you are becoming. I am not losing myself, I am just moving through change. I am not losing myself, I know my own name. The fog may roll in, and the words may be slow, but I am not losing myself, I know where I go. Repeat after me. I am still here, I am still whole, I am still the woman I have always been. My identity is not dissolved, my purpose has not left, my power has not gone anywhere. I am not losing myself, I am finding a deeper version of who I am. I have walked through fire and came out knowing my name. I have bent but never broken under pressure and pain. I have shown up for everyone who needed me to be strong, and now I show up for myself, and I know I belong. So when my memory stumbles and my thoughts feel thin, I remind myself that seasons change, but I remain. The core of who I am has never been my memory. It lives in how I love and how I rise again. There is a woman inside me who has never once given up, who has carried more than she should have, and still managed to stand back up. She is not going anywhere, she is right here underneath the fog, waiting for me to remember that I have always been enough. You have not lost yourself. You are still here, still breathing, still knowing, still feeling, still loving, still powerful. The fog is not you, the fog is just weather, and you have always known how to wait out the storm. You are not lost, you are still here. Sometimes the words don't come as fast as they used to. Sometimes I reach for a thought and it takes its time, but slow does not mean gone, and late does not mean lost. Everything I know is still living in this mind. I have gathered wisdom over decades of living. I have learned things that no fog can take away. The knowing that lives deep inside my bones and spirit does not depend on whether I remember every name. There is a difference between memory and wisdom. Memory is the filing cabinet. Wisdom is the woman who built the cabinet, and she is still standing. You still know how to love well. You still know how to read a room. You still know when something is not right. You still know who you are. kind of knowing does not live in your short-term memory. It lives in your soul, and your soul is untouched. I trust what I know, even when the words are slow. I trust what I know. My wisdom runs deep and it flows. The fog may blur the edges, but it cannot touch my core. I trust what I know. I have always known more. Say this out loud if you can. I trust my instincts. I trust my experience. I trust the wisdom I have earned. I trust my body to find its way through this. I trust myself. I have always known more than I give myself credit for, and that has not changed, not even a little. I raised people and built things and held space for others. I navigated systems that were never built for me. I learned to read between the lines and trust my instincts. And that kind of intelligence runs bone deep. So when I stumble over words or lose a thought mid-sentence, I don't let that moment define what I know to be true. I am a woman full of hard-won understanding, and no season of change can take that from me too. My grandmother knew things without ever writing them down. She carried centuries of wisdom in the way she moved through town. And I am made of that same knowing. It runs through everything I am. I don't need a perfect memory to know exactly where I stand. You know, things, deep things, true things, things that took decades to learn, things that no fog can blur, things that live in your hands, in your heart, in your history. Trust that. Trust yourself. You have always known exactly what you needed to know, and you still do. Some mornings I wake up and the world feels a little thick, like trying to see through gauze stretched across my mind. And I used to fight it, push against it, panic in it, exhausting myself trying to leave the fog behind. But I have learned a different way of moving through it, not with force, but with a slow and steady ease. I am not fighting my own body anymore. I am learning how to move through her with grace and peace. Grace is not giving up. Grace is not pretending everything is fine. Grace is choosing not to go to war with yourself. Your body is not your enemy. Your mind is not your enemy. They are both doing something extraordinarily hard, and they deserve your patience. They deserve your kindness. They deserve the same compassion you would give to anyone you love who is going through something difficult. Give that to yourself today. I move through the fog with grace. I don't have to fight this space. I move through the fog with grace. I trust my own pace. I am gentle with myself. I am steady and I'm strong. I move through the fog with grace, and I carry myself along. Say this softly to yourself. I am gentle with my mind. I am patient with my body. I do not have to be at full capacity every single day. I'm allowed to move slowly. I'm allowed to take my time. Grace is my way through this. Not force, not fear. Grace. I used to measure my worth by how much I could hold, how fast I could move, and how sharp I could think. But worth was never something I could lose to a season. I was never just my speed or how fast I could think. Now I move like water, finding the path of least resistance, flowing around the obstacles instead of breaking through. There is wisdom in this softer way of navigating, and I'm learning what it means to be gentle and true. Every season has its own kind of beauty, even the ones that ask you to slow down, even the ones that wrap you in uncertainty, even the ones that ask you to lay your armor down. I am finding something softer in this season, a version of myself I have not always known, a woman who can move through hard things gently and still arrive exactly where she's supposed to go. You do not have to bulldoze through this. You do not have to perform your way through this. You do not have to pretend the fog is not real. It is real, and you are moving through it with grace, with patience, with love for yourself, one slow and steady breath at a time. That is enough. You are enough right now, exactly as you are. There are mornings when the fog lifts just a little, when a thought arrives clean and crisp and whole, when I finish a sentence without losing the ending, and something warm and quiet fills my soul. Those moments remind me that this is not forever, that my mind is working even when she feels slow. Clarity is not gone, she is just moving through something, and she is finding her way back. I know. Clarity is not a destination you have lost access to. It is a state your mind moves in and out of. Even on the foggiest days, there are clear moments, a sharp instinct, a perfect word, a memory that surfaces exactly when you need it. Those moments are proof that your mind is still working, proof that clarity never fully left. She is still in there, and she is on her way back. Clarity is coming back to me. She never really left. Clarity is coming back to me. I can feel her in my breath. The fog is just a visitor. She does not live here long. Clarity is coming back to me, and I was never really gone. Notice the moments today when things feel clear, even small ones. The right word finding you, a thought completing itself, a decision that feels clean and true. Those are not accidents. That is your mind doing her work. That is clarity returning. Welcome her back without making a fuss. She has been here all along. I am not the same woman I was 10 years ago. I have grown in ways that fog cannot diminish or erase. The clarity I am moving toward is deeper than before. It carries all the wisdom of every hard-won grace. So even in the middle of the murkiest of mornings, I hold on to the knowing that this too shall pass. And when the fog begins to thin and the light comes filtering in, I will be standing here more rooted than the last. Light always breaks through darkness. Dawn always follows night. Rivers always reach the shoreline, and my mind always finds the light. I have been in foggy seasons. I have found my way to clear, and I will find my way again. Because everything I need is here. Clarity is coming. Not someday, now. In this breath, in this moment, in the quiet beneath the fog. Your mind is clearing, your thoughts are settling, your wisdom is rising. You are not stuck in this forever. You are moving through it. And on the other side of this season is a version of you who is clearer, sharper, and more deeply herself than she has ever been. I have been pushing through every single day, trying to function at the pace I used to keep, holding myself to a standard that does not account for what my body and my mind actually need. I have been apologizing for being slower, making excuses for what should need no excuse. Today I am putting down the weight of all that pressure and giving my brain the rest she is asking me to choose. Rest is not laziness. Rest is not weakness. Rest is not falling behind. Rest is medicine. Your brain is doing something enormous right now. She is navigating a hormonal shift that touches every system in your body. She deserves rest. She has earned rest. And you giving her that rest is one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself right now. Permission granted. I give my brain permission to rest. I lay down the pressure and the stress. I give my brain permission to rest. She is doing her very best. I don't have to push through everything. I don't have to hold it all. I give my brain permission to rest and trust that I will not fall. Say this and mean it. I release the pressure to perform. I release the expectation to be sharp every moment. I release the guilt around slowing down. My brain needs rest and I give it freely. I trust that resting is productive. I trust that stillness is strength. I give myself permission to rest right now, without apology. There is something that nobody tells you about rest, that it is where the real rebuilding happens quietly. That while you are still and soft and not demanding anything, your mind is doing her most important work, you see. So I'm choosing to lie down without the guilt, to sit in stillness without the need to justify, to let my brain breathe without filling every moment, and trust that everything I need will still be fine. Every garden needs a fallow season. Every river needs a quiet bend. Every woman needs a moment where she does not have to pretend that she is fine and sharp and ready, that she has everything in hand. Sometimes the bravest thing I can do is simply let myself just land. Put it down. Whatever you have been carrying today, put it down. Your brain does not need to work harder right now. She needs to rest. And so do you. Close your eyes if you can. Breathe slowly. Let the music hold you. You have done enough today. You are enough today. Rest is yours. Take it. I forgot a name today that I have known for years. I stood there reaching for it like it was just out of sight. And for a moment something small and sharp moved through me. A quiet fear that asked me if I was still alright. But then I caught myself and said, wait, just a minute. A name forgotten does not define what I am worth. I am so much more than what my memory holds on to. I have been that since the moment of my birth. Your memory is one part of who you are. Just one part. You are also your instincts, your compassion, your creativity, your resilience, your humor, your love, your history, your presence. None of those things live in your short-term memory. None of those things are touched by brain fog. You are so much more than what you can recall in any given moment. So much more. I am more than my memory, more than the words I can find. I am more than my memory, more than the sharpness of my mind. I am love and I am wisdom, I am strength and I am grace. I am more than my memory. No fog can take my place. Remind yourself of this today. I am more than what I remember. I am more than how fast I think. I am more than my productivity. I am more than my performance. I'm a whole woman, complex and deep and full, and a moment of forgetfulness does not subtract a single thing from who I am. Not one thing. I have loved people through their darkest seasons. I have held space when no one else knew how. I have made something out of nothing more times than I can count. And I carry all of that with me right now. My value was never stored in perfect recall. It was never measured by how fast my thoughts could run. It lives in how I show up and how I keep on loving, and that part of me is nowhere close to done. The women who shaped me were not remembered for their memory. They were remembered for their courage, for their love and for their dignity, for the way they kept on showing up through every season, hard and long. And I am made of all of that, and that is where I truly belong. You are not your forgetfulness. You are not your scattered thoughts. You are not the word that wouldn't come. You are not the name you couldn't place. You are decades of living and loving and learning. You are every hard thing you survived. You are every person you held up when they were falling. You are every dream you kept alive. You are more, so much more. And nothing about this season changes that. Not one single thing. I sat in the meeting and I searched for the right words, the ones that usually come before I even think. And for a moment the silence felt so loud around me, like I was standing on the edge of some invisible brink. But then something rose up quiet from inside me, and knowing that was deeper than the words I couldn't find. And I remembered that intelligence is not just speaking fast. It is the whole of everything I carry in this mind. Intelligence is not speed. Intelligence is not perfect recall. Intelligence is not how quickly you find the word in the meeting. Intelligence is pattern recognition built over decades. It is knowing what someone needs before they say it. It is reading a situation and knowing exactly what to do. It is the judgment you have earned through years of living. That kind of intelligence does not live in your short-term memory. It lives in you, all of you, and it has not gone anywhere. My intelligence has not left me. She is right here where she has always been. My intelligence has not left me. She runs deeper than it may seem. I am not measured by my quickest moments. I am not defined by what I forgot. My intelligence has not left me. She is everything I've got. Think about what you know, really know. Not what you can recall right this second, but what lives in you. How to love someone through hard times, how to build something from nothing, how to read a room and know what it needs, how to survive, how to rise. That is intelligence, and it is fully intact, every single bit of it. I have solved problems that had no instruction manual. I have found my way through rooms with no map and no guide. I have figured out what needed figuring in real time, with nothing but the knowing I carry deep inside. So a foggy morning does not cancel out my brilliance. A scattered thought does not erase what I have built. I am a woman of deep and tested intelligence, and I carry that without apology or guilt. Nobody gave me what I know. I earned it breath by breath, through every season, every lesson, every test, and every step. It is woven into who I am. It cannot be shaken loose. My intelligence is mine forever. There is nothing left to prove. You were brilliant. Now are right now, in this foggy season, in this slow moment, in this pause where the word won't come. You are still brilliant, still capable, still sharp where it counts, still wise in ways that matter. Your intelligence has not left you. She never left. She is right here. She has always been right here, and she is not going anywhere. I used to get so frustrated when the thoughts wouldn't come, when I'd reach for a word and find nothing but air. I would push and I would press and I would silently curse myself for a mind that felt like it just wasn't there. But frustration never helped the words come any faster. It only made the fog feel thicker and more dense. So I am learning something new in this season of my life, that patience with myself actually makes more sense. You have been so patient with everyone else. You have waited for others to find their words. You have given grace to people who were struggling. You have held space for everyone around you. Now it is your turn. Your mind deserves the same patience you have given freely to others. She is doing something hard. She is moving through something real. And she needs you to stop being frustrated with her and start being gentle with her instead. She is trying. Give her time. I am patient with my mind. I give her all the time she needs. I am patient with my mind. I water her like a seed. She is growing through this season. She is doing her best work. I am patient with my mind, and I trust her through the hurt. When the word does not come today, say this: I give myself time. When the thought drifts away, say this: I give myself grace. When the fog feels thick, say this: I am patient with my mind. She is working, she is trying, she deserves my kindness, and so do I. There is something that impatience costs that I cannot afford. It steals the peace I need to let my mind do her work. It tightens everything that needs to stay open and relaxed, and turns a foggy moment into something that hurts. So I'm choosing to breathe instead of fighting, to soften instead of pushing hard against the wall, to trust that my mind knows how to find her footing, and that patience is the thing that helps me most of all. A seed does not grow faster because you stand over it and stare. A wound does not heal quicker because you refuse to give it care. Everything that needs to happen happens in its own right time, and my mind will find her rhythm when I stop demanding she keep mine. Be patient with yourself today, not because you have to, because you deserve it, because your mind is working hard in ways you cannot see, because patience is an act of love, and you deserve your own love, especially right now, especially in this season. Take a breath. Give yourself time. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be, and your mind is finding her way. Trust her. Be patient. She is worth the wait. The fog can blur the edges of a thought mid-sentence. It can make me reach for words that take their time. But there is one thing that has never once gone cloudy, and that is the deep and certain knowing of my mind. I know the sound of my own laugh in a quiet room. I know the things that make me come alive inside. I know the values that have guided every decision. I know exactly who I am, and I will not hide. Brain fog can slow your recall. can make words hard to find. It can scatter your thoughts on a difficult morning, but it cannot touch your identity. It cannot blur who you are at your core. It cannot make you forget your values. It cannot erase your sense of self. You know who you are. You have always known, and that no one lives somewhere deeper than any fog can reach. Deeper than memory, deeper than words. It lives in the very center of you, and it is untouched. I know who I am. The fog cannot change that. I know who I am, and I always find my way back. I know what I love, I know what I stand for. I know who I am now and forevermore. Say your own name quietly right now. Feel it. That name belongs to a woman with a whole life, a whole history, a whole set of things she loves and believes and stands for. Brain fog did not touch any of that. You are still her, fully and completely hers. Say it again. I know who I am. I have always known, and I will always know. I know that I am someone who keeps showing up, even when showing up is the hardest thing to do. I know that I am someone who loves with her whole self and finds a way to make it through whatever she is going through. I know the texture of my faith and what it feels like when something is right or when something is off. I know my own heart better than anyone around me, and no season of change can make me get lost. I have been through enough seasons to know that they always turn. I have been through enough fire to know that I always learn. And through every single chapter, one thing has remained the same. I have always known exactly the woman who carries my name. You know who you are, not who you were. Not who you used to be before the fog. Who you are right now, in this moment, in this season. You are a woman of depth and history and love. A woman who has survived and built and given and grown. The fog is weather. You are the ground beneath it, solid, rooted, unchanged. You know who you are. You have always known, and that will never change. There have been mornings when I felt so far from myself, like I was watching my own life from somewhere down the hall. Like the woman I have always been had stepped just out of reach, and I was left there wondering if I could find her at all. But every single time, without exception, no matter how far the fog had pulled me from my shore, I found my way back to the center of myself. And I will keep on finding my way back forevermore. Think about every hard season you have lived through. Every time you felt lost. Every time you felt like you had disappeared into something difficult. You came back. Every single time you found your way back to yourself. This season is no different. The fog may pull you sideways some mornings. You may feel distant from yourself on hard days, but you will come back. You always come back. Because coming back to yourself is what you do. It is who you are. I come back to myself every time. No matter how far the fog takes me. I come back to myself every time. Nothing in this world can erase me. I may drift, but I don't disappear. I may bend, but I don't break. I come back to myself every time. And that is what I am made to do. Remember a time you felt lost and found your way back. Hold that memory. That was you. That was your resilience. That was your ability to return to yourself, no matter what. You did it then. You are doing it now. Every breath you take in this fog is a return. Every moment you are gentle with yourself is a return. Every song you listen to in this video is a return. You are already on your way back. You never really left. I have drifted in grief and found my way to solid ground. I have drifted in exhaustion and come back to myself renewed. I have drifted in seasons that asked more than I thought I had, and discovered every time that I had more than I ever knew. So this fog is just another kind of drifting, another season asking me to trust the way back home. And I know the way because I have walked it before, and I have never once made that journey alone. Something in me always knows the way. Something in me never fully leaves. Something in me holds the thread back home through every fog and every stormy sea. Call it spirit, call it wisdom, call it everything I have survived. Call it the part of me that refuses to let the fog convince me I can't thrive. You're coming back to yourself right now, in this moment, with this breath, with this song, with this quiet decision to be gentle with yourself today. You have never stayed lost, not once, not ever, and you will not stay lost now. You come back to yourself every time, every single time. That is your nature, that is your power, that is who you are. Welcome back. We have traveled through something real together. You and me in this quiet, sacred space. I hope the music found the parts that needed finding. I hope it wrapped around every worried place. You came in carrying something heavy, a mind that felt like it was moving through the mud. And you stayed and let the music do its work. And that took courage, and I want you to know it does. Before you go, carry these with you. My mind is still mine. I am not losing myself. I trust what I know. I move through the fog with grace. Clarity is coming back to me. I give my brain permission to rest. I am more than my memory. My intelligence has not left me. I am patient with my mind. I know who I am. I come back to myself every time. Say them again whenever you need them. They belong to you now. Until next time, sis, carry yourself with love. Until next time, sis, you are more than enough. Come back when you need it. This space will always be here. Until next time, sis, everything you need is already there. Before you close this video, I need you to do something. If this music held you today, hit that like button. If you know a sister who is moving through this, share it with her. If you have not subscribed yet, hit that button and ring the bell. New affirmations drop regularly, and you do not want to miss them. Leave me a comment below and tell me which song landed hardest for you today. I read every single one. Go back to your day a little lighter. Go back knowing that you are still whole. Go back with the music still inside you. Let it settle somewhere quiet in your soul. And when the fog rolls in again tomorrow, and it might, because that is how seasons go, come back to this space and let the music find you, because you deserve to be reminded that you know this room will always be here waiting. Every time you need to be found, every time the world gets loud and heavy, every time you need to lay your burdens down, you have a place to come and breathe, a space that was made just for you. Until next time, remember, everything you need lives inside of you. My mind is still mine. I'm not losing myself. I trust what I know. My thoughts find their way back. I move through the fog with grace. Clarity is coming back to me. I give my brain permission to rest. I am more than my memory. My intelligence has not left me. I am patient with my mind. I know who I am. I come back to myself every time. Always, every single time.